Okay. I was trying. I'm sorry. I was trying to finish sending a text before I went live, and it didn't work. So I'm really sorry about that. But it just you caught me. You caught me. Okay. I'm just gonna say it. But anyway, hi everybody. Oh my goodness. Welcome to TIMBP Live. It's Thursday night, as it always is here on TIMBP Live, unless you're listening to the audio version, which is in the podcast feed. In which case, hope you check out the video version eventually as well. I have been caught, Scott. That's fine. But happy Bottle and Bond Day, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day. Had a great evening as well. Mike Myers here says, cheers, guys. Hello to Scott. I already said hi, or I read your message, but hello, Scott. And Don Nishida. I'm sure some folks will filter in. We are celebrating Bottled and Bond Day by breaking glasses, apparently. That's what almost happened there. By only drinking Bottled and Bond products. And this is the 125th anniversary of the Bottled and Bond legislation passing, which is pretty incredible. I think that's awesome. So happy to be celebrating with you folks. Tony back at Donuts. Hello, Thursday Live. Hello to you, Tony. JG Wentworth, 877 Mash now. Whiskey cheers to you, JG. We're going to kick off the stream. This is my first bottle with the new label. With some Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. And Tony's got 8 Bottled and Bonds ready to go. What's going on, Adam? Mr. Whiskey Shits? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope everybody's well. Hope you guys are enjoying your week. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow is my first and last day of work this week. So, cannot complain. I've got a tour tomorrow, or a transportation gig, I suppose, depending on how you look at it. But taking some folks out to Bardstown, which I'm excited for. Always love getting to go to Bardstown, and I think he might show up at some point. But Jeffrey Wack, who is a frequent viewer of the live show, is going to be joining me tomorrow. Let me pump my my volume up just a little bit, because I feel like it's a little bit quiet. Just a little bit. But Mike says I might only have one Bottled and Bond at the moment. Evan Williams, I'll have to check. You should check. Indeed. Whack Attack indeed. I'm super excited to meet Jeff tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. He's got a small crew, but it's going to be nice. It's going to be really cool. I was happy when he said that he was going to get in contact to have old Pear Bear be the driver for their trip here in the Bluegrass State. Going to go ahead and throw up the banner at the bottom of the screen. Patrick over on Facebook. Sorry, can't hang. Off to see Sparkly Batman. I'm going to go see Sparkly Batman on Sunday. And I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to see the Robert Pattinson, the Batman, on Sunday, excuse me. But rest assured, we will have thoughts on the podcast the week after, excuse me, or we'll have some kind of bonus episode or whatever. I'm not sure. We will certainly find out. Wanted to go ahead and mention as well, first of all, I apologize. I should have said this up top. If you're watching this on the replay, hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for watching it on the replay. Give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. Leave a comment, this, that, and the other. And if you are watching live, you can support the show rather through our method of super chats, which is known as Snuffy Chats, which is in support of our main man, Mr. Snuffleupagus, back there. And you can do so through a bunch of different links in the description, mainly through the Stream Elements link. If you do that, then your message, if you choose to provide one, will show up right here on screen. As you can see, last week, Tony Bag of Donuts had a message. And right above me here, right up here, you can see our latest subscriber, Ethan Sterner. Thank you, Ethan, for subscribing. And all the way over here, on the far left side. Left? Right for you guys. Left for me. Is our total subscriber count. We had quite the jump this past week, and I'm attributing that to our I'm going to call it round 0.5 of Matt Madness that happened on last Friday, and I'm sure all of y'all tuned into it, but I didn't exactly make it, but that's only because nobody was actually competing. So good stuff all around. And our first $10 Snuffy Chat is from Don Nishida, who says, "Congrats on fake winning round 1 of Matt Madness." I'll drink to that. I won by a lot. And I was just guessing, which is it's just ridiculous. Oh man, I've not had that in a while. Not had that in a long while. Evan Williams, Bottle and Bond. Who'd have thunk? Good stuff. Let's see. Gonna get caught up in the chat. Sorry about that. Dano B's here. Says good evening. What's going on, Dano? Ian's actually here. So what the heck is up? What's up with you, Ian? Donnie the Linux Cat. Hello, Donnie. Scott says I feel swindled. Sorry, Scott. Mr. Todd Cooper. Evening, everyone. What's going on, Todd? Sorry, I jumped down and read Jay's comment. Joseph Brazo is here. So what the hell are you all doing here? I say, I'm the streamer. I'm here. I'm here for the stream. You love the Battle of Endor picture behind me? That's the Willet Distillery. But thank you, Ian. That's pretty funny. Mike, I watched it Saturday. My jaw dropped at the end. It was funny. Absolutely, dude. That was great. Jay also says that's from me subbing and unsubbing 100 plus times. Don says, ironically, a score of 14 will probably be higher than 50% of the round 1 real scores. Yeah, more than likely. Donnie says you better score more points when you actually have the samples. Yes. I will have to. I hope so. I think I'm ready for it. Next week, Eric is going to be on the stream, and we're going to be doing a little bit more of last minute training for it. So you could tune in. You tune in for that if you feel so inclined. I mean, I hope you do. Do I have the samples now? Yes, Mike, I do have the samples now. They got here on Sunday. Like Matt was saying they would on Friday. Clifton got his on Saturday. I got mine on Sunday. I don't know if Brian has gotten his yet. I would assume so because he lives in Louisville and we're on Lexington, further east than Louisville is, excuse me, from Colorado. I am assuming that he got his before I did, but yeah, I've actually got them in hand, and so I will be ready to go for actual Matt Madness on March 11th at 11 p.m. So, holy crap. I am going to be tired by that point, but I will have a clean palate. I will have a palate that is ready to compete. Mutant and the Pear Bear training? Absolutely, Ian. Donnie, do I spy a bump in subs? Yes. We crossed 1070 recently. A couple days ago I looked and it was 1060. So tonight at 1070 is actually kind of a surprise to me. So I am I was pleasantly surprised. But I'm thank you guys so much. If you're watching on the replay or if you are here for the first time, super awesome. Super awesome. I also just realized that we had a new patron this week. Right? Hey, where'd it go? I got an email about it. Maybe they were patrons. They unsubbed and then they resubbed. So that might have been why I got the email. But I forgot to. Eric and I recorded today because I have a tour tomorrow, so we had to get ahead of schedule. But I forgot to mention that we had a new Patreon member, or somewhat new. But Evan Favacci, who is I know been around for a while, is new on the Patreon or back. So we'll see. Matt Sims is here. Hey all, what's going on, Matt? Hope you're well. Joseph is starting with JTS Brown, the McKenna 10, and gonna finish with Old Fitz 13. That's awesome. Sounds really good. Rip Van Winkle proof territory? Did I miss something? I think I might have missed a comment there. I'm sorry. Man, I just love bottled and bond products. 1070 107 proof. I gotcha, Todd. I gotcha. That all makes sense now. I just wasn't putting 2 and 2 together. So, Donnie also says, if you have not subbed, please do and click that bell notification and select all so you don't miss an episode. While you're at it, mash that like button. All the cool kids are doing it. They are. And you could be a cool kid as well. Much like our latest sub, Ethan Sterner. Thanks, Ethan. I appreciate you. I was thinking about this before I hopped on the stream, but I think bottled and bond products might have been the first thing that I really fell in love with bourbon. Just because they are so it's ridiculous sounding, but they're built on trust, and they just are that thing that makes you feel like, oh, everything that I'm drinking is very honest and it's very straightforward and it's been regulated. And not that like everything that I drink has to be regulated like that, but just like the truth behind it is so cool. And the fact that 125 years later, we are still celebrating bottled and bond in the way that we are. It's awesome. I think it's so cool. I think it's phenomenal. And truth be told, too, I mean, it's a practice that even was able to make it through, I mean, essentially through Prohibition. So, as far back as bourbon goes, it was built on a lack of trust, Good point, Jay. A very, very good point. But what it created was trust between the producer and the consumer. And I'm just realizing that my mic is a little bit skewed. Apologize for that. But anyway, I just I find the coolness of it so exciting and inviting. And you know what? Zopher brings up a good point. I here's to not finding tobacco juice in your whiskey. I'm okay with tobacco flavors in whiskey, but you know, as far as tobacco spit, get that crap the heck out of here, guy. Leave that alone. I don't want any of that. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. It's Joseph. To be fair, we're the only people celebrating. The rest of humanity has no idea. Good point. So, thank you to the 20 people that are in here right now who are celebrating with us. And as a wise man once said, stay bonded. I mean, not always. Sometimes it's okay to drink a 90 proof or a cast strength or change your whatever. But I, Bernie got it right. I mean, what else can I say? Stay bonded. Zopher, it's good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Hope you are very, very well. What's everybody else drinking? I know that Joe said what he was drinking. He was starting out with the JTS Brown, but I'm curious. Darren writes here. He says, "Hey y'all, hi buddy." Emily says, "I love tobacco notes, though." Also, hi Emily. Ian says the only time I'm drinking 90 is a Dusty. Yeah, I mean we just had the new Green River today. Eric and I did and reviewed it, and I was very, very surprised by it at 90 proof. So I'm gonna. I don't want to spoil too much, but I do recommend if you are near Kentucky right now, grab a bottle because it's very good. Tony, I think Chad and Sarah are having a drink. Probably that would make sense. Todd Trent, what's going on, Todd? Hope you're well. What's up, Perry? Keep laughing, man. Don't listen to the haters. Appreciate that, man. Yes, I refuse to listen to the haters, and I will continue to be jolly and jovial and laugh and do things the way that I do them, because otherwise it's just the same old crap. Joe says it's not even bourbon drinkers who care about it, just bourbon geeks. Good point. A very good point. Joe, you just keep knocking me down a peg further and further. Daniel Carter, what's going on, DC? Just poured a little Henry McKenna 10. Zephyr says, thanks, Perry. I'm well. Just on a little break at work, nearly done. Hope everyone's well. Yeah, it's good to hear, man. Very good to hear. Stay Bonded could go with a lot of different groups. Yes, it could. You're not wrong about that, Todd. Greg Failer. What's going on, Greg? I don't think I've seen you here before. Happy Bottled and Bond Day, sipping Watershed Bottled and Bond. If you're here because of Matt Madness, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Ian says, I'm sure Party Source has some. I will pick up a bottle. You absolutely should. Absolutely, absolutely should. My new YouTube channel, Bottled in Bondage. Nice. That's... There you go. Oh, Jay, here I thought I was out of bottled and bond, and luckily found my bottle of early times. I'm gonna grab some because I meant to pick like bring it over for tonight. And I mean it's right there, but I totally just forgot before I sat down. Now the real question is, oh no, if I will be able to um, get the cap off of this one. Gosh, this bottle is disgusting. What happened here, dude? There's so much dust on that. That was crazy. Adam says I'm grateful for bottled and bond, but I'm drinking Old Forester barrel strength because it's better. I like barrel strength better as well. But like I said earlier, I mean, bottled and bond was kind of the first like gimmick within bourbon that I just fell in love with and thought was really cool and latched onto. And I still have like I have a soft spot for bottled and bond products. Scott Moody, I'm real sorry. Says, "Hey Perry, happy bottled and bond day. Good times." Does Good Times have a bottled and bond? I doubt they do. If they did, it'd probably be like bottled in, I don't know, bottled in blueberries. I don't know. James Trent. Thank you, James. Says for the, or I guess that's, wait, hold on. James, what was your actual, that's not right. Your name was different in the chat. Todd. It was Todd Trent. Sorry about that. We got a lot of Todds in here. I came through as James on PayPal. It says, for the last, my man, good luck in Matt Madness. Todd, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate the heck out of that. That's yeah, that means a lot. I'm really excited. I think I really do think I'm gonna do well, despite the insanity that was last Friday. But we'll see. But anyway, Todd, thank you so much. That just means the world. Again, if you want to snuffy chat, snuffleupagus chat, the show, you can do so through some of the links in the description, and your message can show up here on the top of the screen, much like Todd did. But I appreciate that so much. Brian Wollert, hi Brian, from an advertising guy. Whoop, disappeared on me. Bottled and bond is considered the first truth in advertising rule. I agree. That's a really, really good point. Bourbon Ballers here. Hello, Bourbon Baller. Celebrating with the old 6-year Heaven Hill bottled and bond. I have some of that on the table that I will pour in a bit. Good Times has bottled in fraud. Yes, they do. Donnie. Aren't all bottled and bond bourbons made at Heaven Hill? I mean, most of them. Most of them, it seems like. Okay. Tony says, Perry, don't bottle flip that early times like Dan Shook. He didn't catch it. Challenge accepted. Dan Shook's got nothing on me. Dan's got nothing on me. I am a. I'm not even gonna say it. That's Grease's thing. I was gonna say Savant Slayer. That's funny. I did. I caught it. I caught it. So. Yeah, Joe. I think Todd's off. I think Todd Cooper's wrong there. I think all bottled and bond bourbon is made at Heaven Hill. So don't fact check me on that. You know what Dan can do that I can't do? get the screw cap off. In early times, bottled and bond. Oh my gosh. Why is this screw top so awful? All right, here's the deal. I am probably going to break this. So if I break this, stupid. If I break this, and there's Jeff Whack, the Whack Attack himself. That was truly a everyone gets a trophy bottle flip. Jay, that is one of the funniest things I have read in a really long time. Andrew, love the Matt Madness appearance. Thank you, man. It's good to see you in here. I'll see you in a few weeks. But what I was going to say, if I actually get this off, and I mean, there's a pretty good amount left in here. If I am able to get this screw top off, and we get to, I don't know, $100 in Snuffy Chats tonight, I will finish the rest of this bottle because I cannot put myself through the torture that is trying to get the cap off of this bottle one more time. So, Jeff Whack, I cannot wait to meet you guys tomorrow. So excited for it. Jeff is going to be on a tour with me. Joe says, just found out that Whiskey Roast is following me on Instagram. I'm special. Papa Ritter's here. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Ooh, I got the cap off. Yeah. Adam says, to be fair, liter bottles with a screw top are harder to flip. Darrell Stewart. What's going on, Darrell? Perry, we will see you bright and early tomorrow. Yes, we will. Heck yes. Good to see you, buddy. Is it Darrell or is it Durrell? I'll explain that question to you tomorrow in person. I can always ask my wife to open the bottle. I don't need her to do that. Did it myself. Bottle chug indeed. Got to drop Radiohead now and then. Absolutely, Papa Ritter. Joe's still waiting to see that Brown Foreman early times before it's all gone. There's still some around here. Scott is in here for a little bit, says, can't stay long. I've got a long day ahead of me tomorrow. Please raise a glass to my grandma B. We lay her to rest after a well-lived 95 years of life. Cheers to Grandma B, Scott. I'm so sorry about your loss. Excuse me. I understand. I totally understand. Jay Ginsburg with the $5 Snuffy Chat. Thanks, JG. I'm not sure if it's going to show up here on the screen just yet, but in the event that it does, we'll just remember. Oh no, I'm stuck. It's okay. But we're currently at what, like 35 tonight? But if we make it to $100 in Snuffy Chats, I will finish off that bottle of early times tonight. Big Vic's here. What's going on, Big Vic? Darrell says it's the first one. There you go. Got it right the first time. Derek Julin. Hi, Derek. Says I'm late. Cheers, buddy. Cheers to you, man. Joseph, I'm not Papa Ritter. I'm Papa Bear. For sure. Cheech is here. Hi, Cheech. Join this My Bourbon Podcast. Get exclusive content and rewards at patreon.com/MyBourbonPodcast. Thanks so much for being here, Cheech. Good to see you, man. Jen just followed me on Instagram, I think. Night to you, Scott. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna set my my early times glass to this. I'm gonna have a sip of it first. What does that say? Latest tipper snuffy time with the $20. Thanks, snuffy time. That brings us up to 55. So if we hit 100 tonight, I will finish that early times bottle and bond. Let's crack another bottle. Why don't we? I bought a few in preparation for tonight. A few of them I haven't had in a really, really long time. And this one, oh, there it is. I wasn't sure how to open. So this one is classic. Old Granddad Bottled and Bond. I don't know if it's gonna actually focus, but bottle chug. Adam, why do you keep saying bottle chug? Is it bottle chug every time that we get a snuffy chat? Is that the deal? Like on top of the, if we reach $100 in snuffy chats, I also have to bottle chug with every snuffy chat that we get? Because if that's, I mean, I can do that. I just want to make sure that like I don't know, Tony, who could snuffy times be? But on top of that, like with every super chat or snuffy chat, excuse me, I have no problem with that. Good thing it's only 100 proof. Ooh, cork pop. Man. Oh, if I reach 100, then bottle chug. I mean, I can do bottle chugs up until, like, with every snuffy chat, I can do 100. Or I can do, wait, with every snuffy chat, I can do a bottle chug. And then by the time we get to 100, then I will do the rest of the bottle. But I will also do bottle chugs of that. Well, so yeah, Old Granddad Bottled and Bond. I haven't had this bottle in a hot minute, really. Excuse me. It's Jim Beam. It's old Beam juice. Chad just had a stroke watching me peel that label off. There was part of it that got caught. And so, I mean, it didn't look right anyway, so it needed to come off. I don't know, man. Cheech, Old Granddad Bottled and Bond placed fourth in round 2 of my Bottled and Bond series. It was bested by Evan Williams at 1, Chattanooga at 2, and Old Tub at 3. Wow. Man, I haven't had any Old Tub in a while. And truth be told, I don't know if I have had the Chattanooga Bottled and Bond, but sounds fun. I would love to actually do that. I'd love to do that little series there. Mike says, I like Old Granddad Bottled and Bond a lot. I usually get the 114 instead rather to save shelf space. Both are great though. Here's the thing about Granddad 114 and Old Granddad Bottled and Bond. It won't be exactly the same, but if you get the 114 and you like it better at 100 proof, you can always proof it down so that you can stretch your bottle further, and so that you also, have something that you can kind of you can make it different. Jay. Jay with my favorite comment of the entire evening. That's phenomenal. I love that comment, Jay. I 100 times for every snuggle off. Oh man, Dickel bottle and bond, rather. I gotta be honest with you, Don. I don't know where that bottle is, and I don't want to put forth the effort to find it, because I'm okay with not having any tonight. Perfect rendition. Thanks, Jay. Tony, in honor of 125 years, Old Forester 1897 in my TIMBP Glencairn. Heck yeah. Love seeing some good, some of this in my bourbon drinking glass Glencairns popping up from time to time. I've got some 1897. It's the old bottle. Ooh, and it's got some dust on it. So I might have to have a little bit here in a bit. But I would like to get into this Old Granddad first and foremost. Wow, that is just straight up peanut butter. Peanut butter and chocolate. It's very nutty. It's good though, man. That's good. I like it. I'd keep it around. I didn't want to say anything that might get me in trouble, I guess. But I'm very tired tonight. I haven't gotten a whole lot of sleep this week, and yeah, I'm pretty wiped. Don, do you prefer bourbon or non-bourbon related pregame chat questions? As you can tell, I ran out of bourbon related questions long ago. It's honestly, I'm fine with whatever. It's just a way for us to kind of like get warmed up for the pregame chats. Excuse me, for the main episode. Just so we have, a precedence or energy for where to kind of go with the rest of the content for the week. So if it's non-bourbon stuff, I mean, that's fine. I love talking about that, and I think it's really fun to do it like within the Patreon space. Of course we do it a little bit with tips and bits, but the podcast itself is supposed to be for bourbon stuff. So I'm gonna say either or regardless, but we also, I mean, we might wind up transitioning away from the way that the pregame chats are done right now, into something else. So we'll see. What's going on, Trev Wilson? The Bourbon Wrench. Hope you're well, buddy. I miss you. Choosing moms choose old granddad bottled and bond. That's really funny. I like that a lot. Is Hendo in here? What's up, Will Henderson? Happy bottled and bond day to you as well, my friend. Good to see you. Gosh, there's a lot of y'all popping in here. You're chatty tonight. I love it. I love when the chat just becomes like everybody's shown up at the bar at the same time and they're just greeting their friends. And it's just like this constant barrage of like interacting with other people. It's just like, hey, I can't believe you're here. Oh, wow, what are you doing? Hey. It makes me really happy because it feels like, and I know that this is like, because you all watch more bourbon content than I do. Like, I genuinely can just not make it to every stream or watch every video. I didn't talk about Pokemon for 57 minutes. I talked about it for a little while, but it was not 57 minutes. That being said, I could have gone on longer. I tempered myself. But anyway, I just don't have time to watch all the bourbon stuff or to be in people's live streams as much as I would like to. But the sense of community within the bourbon sphere is amazing and awesome. And I love it. I love coming in here and seeing people pop in and out. And when anybody shows up, everybody else gets excited about the fact that they're even in the chat. It brings me a lot of joy. It really does. But what am I missing? Donald Rants. Hi, Donald. Hope you're well. We just reviewed a Canadian rye for next week's podcast. Good evening, folks. Just popping in on my coffee break. Hope you're well, buddy. Independent Joe. Hi, Independent Joe. Great job. Cheers all. Thank you, Joe. Can't wait to actually participate in in a real round of Matt Madness very soon. Also, because I know that there are some newer folks in the chat as well. Snuffy chat. Here's Snuffy. Mr. Snuffleupagus is our patron saint of the podcast live streams. And I have this bottle of Early Times Bottled and Bond that I've had for a long time. And also it is extremely difficult to get the cap off of. So if we make it, and we're currently at like 55, but if we make it to $100 in Snuffy chats tonight, I will finish off the rest of this bottle of Early Times Bottled and Bond. Yeah. And if we make it to 150, I will finish a bottle of Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond 6-year. So that's that. Nice little wrinkle I just threw in there. Will says you had us going on Friday. That was pretty funny. Hey, all the credit in the world to the other two actors in that scene, because I couldn't tell. I could not tell that they also did not receive their samples. So go back and watch that if you haven't yet seen it. It's good. It's really, really good. Cheech, thanks for sharing these Snuffy chat links. Appreciate that. Joe, or you could save me a sip. I will drink everything except for the last 2 ounces for you. Now, keep in mind, my lips have touched that bottle. So, but I've already had COVID. So, is that Mr. Snuffleupagus? It is indeed. Snuffy is our patron saint for live streams on the channel. But y'all were hilarious and the music was greatness. David killed it with the music on Friday night. He absolutely killed it. I now that I know, here's the thing. For anybody else, what's going on, Marcos Suarez? I don't think I've seen you in here before. What I was going to say, if anybody is watching this and they're competing in Matt Madness, just be ready for the fact that Matt has those songs that are going to play because they are distracting. And they can be extremely distracting and they can keep you from paying attention to what it is that you are actually drinking. So $10 from Will Henderson. He just says cheers. Cheers to you, Will. So that brings us up to a very round $65. Right? Yeah, $65. So 35 more, and I will finish all of the Early Times Bottled and Bond bottle, except for the last 2 ounces for Joseph, who will then also finish it later on down the line. Brian Waller, I can't remember. Did you and Eric like the Maker's DNA? I got my first Maker's whiskey drop today, and I'm super excited. We've had a few. I can't remember all of them. I apologize. But we reviewed the 125, the 125 one, and it was amazing. I mean, I still think it's the best Maker's product that I have ever had. And it is also, I mean, it was probably the best weeded product that came out last year. I mean, I liked it better than the WLW that came out last year. Tony says we've all heard it by now. Fair enough. Cheech, I like your little caveat with the Matt Madness comment. Mike says that music would be super distracting, which I think is the whole point. So funny. Yes, it is extremely distracting. Joe says, I just saw a Goose Island stout finished in Blanton's barrels for $800. WTF. We have a bottle of that. We just haven't gotten around to trying it yet for the podcast. I believe Eric and I are saving that for Papa Ritter. Matt does not control my mute button. You are right, Donnie. He does not control my mute button. But it's hard not to listen to those songs. They're such bangers. I mean, they're great songs. JG says, hit the like. Yes, please hit the like button if you're not done so yet. Tony says there's only 2 ounces left in there. There are not only 2 ounces. That is like 4 ounces left. This is a liter bottle. Okay. Here's what I'll do. There. Joe, the rest of this is yours. If we make it to, as I said, $100 in Snuffy Chats tonight, I'll finish the rest of it. The Cliffy bus is coming. The Cliffy. Yes. Yes. Don't buy beer online, apparently. Fair enough. Man, we've already been going for 50 minutes. How is that possible? I'm feeling extra innings tonight. I'm not feeling like we're done at the 9 o'clock time. I mean, I don't want to go too far over. But I just want to keep the party going. I'm just enjoying myself tonight. Will says, as the band manager for Shelf Turds, aka whiskeychannel.com, I approve. Fair enough. Joe, if I see a full bottle, I'll grab one for you. I mean, not that I'm going to go to a store and see like a half drunk bottle of Early Times Bottled and Bond, but if I see one, and it's still the Brown Foreman mash, I will save it for you. I definitely will. Junior Pancake Perry, what's going on, my dude? What's going on, Junior? Hope you're well, man. Super happy to see you in here. Overtime, indeed, more than likely. I died. And also, have I tried any Lot 40 ryes? I had a Lot 40 rye a long time ago. A really, really long time. Like, man, it's been forever. But the one that we reviewed today for next week's podcast was actually the Obtainium Canadian Rye, which this is batch 1 of this whiskey. And I don't know if it's going to focus or not. Oop. Yeah, it did. 14 years old. 14 years old. And the best part about this, aside from the fact that it's really, really tasty, it was 70 American dollars. So again, 14-year-old Canadian rye whiskey. Oh, I didn't even say the proof. 128.6 for $70. That's incredible. Or when I see you in Louisville. Joe, that is a very good point. I will see you in Louisville in a few weeks. So, Independent Joe has a Lot 40 that you have never opened. No time like the present, my man. No time like the present. All right. I don't think we're going to get to the $100 mark. So, that's all right. It is what it is. I'm just happy to be with you guys. Hang out. Doom 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 doo 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 doo. Oh, you were talking to Todd, Joe. I'm sorry. I missed that. 14 years a good one. It's really, really good. It's fantastic. Donald says, I'll have to see about getting you a sample of the Lot 40 Dark Oak. Delicious stuff. Yes, please, man. Please do. I'd love to try it. I don't remember which Lot 40 products I've had. And I feel like it might just be the single malt, the cast strength single malt. Is that a thing, or am I making that up? Can't remember. Tony says, more snuffy. More snuffy indeed. Look at this guy. Look at this guy all lonely back here on the bar by himself. Joe, Koopa has me covered. He's my Todd the Bourbon Finder. Totally understandable. And Papa Ritter's headed out. Says, love and cheers to all. Gonna bounce. See you soon. Out. Bye, Dad. Oh. Pause for cork pickup. And cork has been picked up. Unpause. But yeah, this is the Old Forester 1897. Their Whiskey Row Bottled and Bond product, which I have not had in a very long time. Like, 2.5 years, something like that. Todd, you bring up a good point. Nobody is as good as Swan, but it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts, of course. Hey, thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Also, if you're listening on the if you're listening on the audio version of this in the podcast feed, also, thank you. Just appreciate it. Did I set up a PO box yet so I don't have to send samples through third parties? No, Tony, I have not. But just reach out. Just shoot me a DM. You've already got my phone number, so just text me. Joe says, sadly, I am just Joe the Woodenville finder. That message jumped up like 3. Donald's headed back to work. Take care of you too, man. Also, you take care, I think is what I meant to say. But anyway. Time to work on stretching that looked and sounded painful. I mean, it wasn't great, Jay. It wasn't great, but I made it, which is the important part. Swan does set a really high bar. It's a very good point. Is the Old Forester 1870 worth getting? That's the whiskey row that I haven't tried yet. I think it's worth it just to kind of complete the collection. I don't know if it, like, on its own, it's not my favorite of the Whiskey Row series. Not all of them are amazing anyway, but it's okay. I mean, if you haven't tried it yet, then it's only like $35. It's not too bad. So I say go for it. I say, why not? I thought I just heard something in my headphones. That was weird. I don't have as adverse of a reaction to the 1897 as I have in the past. But it's just kind of average. Like, there isn't a whole lot going on for it, but it's not bad. It's just it's kind of okay. Jay says another participation trophy for cork pickup, rather. Indeed. So, thanks for all the participation trophies tonight. I do think I'm the more I think about it, the worse I feel about overstepping time wise and tripping over other people's start times. That's not fair. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up tonight's stream in honor of Bottled and Bond Day. I didn't make it to the early times bottle kill. So instead, how about, because it's Bottled and Bond Day, a Colonel Taylor bottle kill. So, guys, thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you are not yet subscribed, please do so. We're almost 1,100 subscribers. I mean, that's pretty awesome. That's awesome. Really, really cool. Follow us on social media at My Bourbon Pod. At Purator1792 is my handle, my personal one as well. But this is This has been fun. I really, really appreciate you guys. And I will see you next time. Until then, I'm Perry. And this is TIMBP Live. Yes. Ooh, wow. I don't know what I did there.